NBA season is wrapping up. We have about 3 weeks, 2.5, 3 weeks left. Warriors did win tonight. Good showing against the Heat. But I have to admit, as I'm watching them and watching this kind of season go, I'm concerned that we are not going to get that 10th spot or the 9th spot, and we're going to be sitting outside watching Houston take our place. Brother Bill, being one of the Warriors fans here, I would love to know your thoughts on how we're looking for the rest of the season, and if you are confident in that 10th or 9th seed.
Not confident in the ninth seed only because you've got basically 11 games to go. And I mean, right now, they're either going to be 2 games back or 3 games back, I think, of the Lakers because the Warriors won tonight. So I think as of right now, I think they're 2 games, maybe it's 2 games behind.
Yeah, 2.5, I think.
2.5, but the Lakers are going to double overtime against Milwaukee. So if they're 3 games back of the Lakers and they only play one more time, I think it's going to be long odds for them to pass the Lakers to try to, for the 9th spot. I mean, things could happen, but again, I just think the Lakers have LeBron, the Warriors don't. I think they just have the Lakers and the LeBron. They have. I remind them of the Kansas City Chiefs, right? When it comes down to brass tacks, you know where your bread is buttered, you know who to go to. In terms of holding on to the 10th spot, Houston Rockets are red hot right now. And the Warriors struggle at home, even against teams that they're arguably better than. So I'm more concerned about whether or not they can even make the playoffs, to your original point. I wouldn't want to bet on them holding on to the 10th spot. I'm just going to say it. I mean, they have to get on. They have to show some consistency at home in order to hold that 10th spot. They seem to play better on the road than they do at home, and it's just a head scratcher for me.
Yeah, and it's pretty even as far as home and away for the rest of the season too. So there's not like an advantage there to us being on the road, which is ridiculous. Deacon Hill, thoughts
on the Warriors making a play-in, the playoffs? Yeah, I agree with Deacon Bill. Oh man, I mean Brother Bill.
I even thought you said Deacon Bill. Come on, man.
Put it out there, man. Put it out there.
Wow, yeah, really. I was just thinking the other day. I said, well, how did that really work out for the Warriors that they sat Klay? I think they should have kept Klay and they should have kept their lineup going and just try to battle it out. Because when you start this late in the season, they start making those type of changes like that. I don't think it really helped them. I think it kind of, Klay tried to be the good sport about it and accept that role. But I think it messed up their chemistry and that, when you had Draymond, Klay, and Steph, you guys knew what you were going to get night in and out. It might not be all good, but you was going to get that consistent, whatever it was going to be consistent. So I don't see them. They seem like they're either on or off. They're not, like when you compare like with the Lakers could be either way. They could, in the same game, they could be on and off. The Warriors, if they're off, they're just done. Even if they come out and they're playing good, they can play a good game. And I think that's where their weakness is. They can't like turn it back on in that same game. They got to have hot from the start and go and run you off the court or whatever. So yeah, I don't see they're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, so and when they're playing a lot of playoff games and stuff, they're playing a lot of playoff teams. Not that there's a ton of playoff teams lower than them because that's not how the NBA works, but they're playing a lot of teams that are going to be playing for seeding and moving up and stuff too. At least we play Houston once. That's good. We can directly affect them, pushing them back at least one game. But then that's one of those games where if we lose that game, then what are we doing?